Hi everybody, I'm here today to show you a couple of activities to do. One is a fine motor activity, and you'll need a bowl or a Tupperware container, something that you're going to put beans and rice in. So I have a bag here of beans and rice, but you could use anything. You could, if you have sand, you could put sand in your bowl. If you have flour, you could put flour in your bowl. Pasta, little pastas could be in there, but I'm going to use beans and rice. So you'll pick a container, and then I'm going to just pour this right in my bucket like that. This is something that we would have had on the shelves in our classroom, and would have used different tongs or different pieces. And what you could do now is just use your hands, and you could just feel it, what it feels like, soft, hard. Just kind of spread it out. And now you need to see if you have anything like tongs, like these. See, they're helping fine motor activities. So you can push. I have these ones, the same thing, right? You're pushing closed. And then you could use a spoon if you didn't have any tongs to use. Now, what can we put inside this rice and beans? I have a couple of things here. Legos. So I'm sure a bunch of you might have Legos in your house, or blocks. Anything that is small enough that you could put in there. I also have this game called Scrabble, and it has these letter tiles. So you could also put letter tiles in here and try to find letters, maybe to spell your name. So that's another thing. I'm going to use the Legos. Okay, so you're going to put them in there like that, and make sure you use your hands and push them down into the rice. All right. Now get your tongs and see how I'm using my fingers to push them closed. Push it closed. I'm going to go into the rice while you're using these, and look at that. Lift up just the block. Okay, and put it down. Okay, dig around. Here's another one. And using your pinching fingers, okay, try to pick up the blocks. Okay, so that is something fun that you can do. Next, I wanted to show you an art project that you could do. I figured where it was springtime, maybe you could paint a flower. So I have a couple of things here. I have coffee filters, or you could use a paper plate. If you don't have any of these, you could just get some white paper and maybe cut out a circle or a shape that might be a flower. All right, I'm going to use a coffee filter. I have some watercolors here. Now, watercolors, you'll need water. All right, I'm going to put some in this cup like this. And the trick with watercolors is to use a little water and a lot of the paint. It's kind of what we practice in our classrooms. Okay, so a little water. And then you're going to put a lot of paint. Keep going, keep going. You want to get lots of paint on your paintbrush, not too much water. And so now we're going to make a flower. I'm going to do a yellow middle. Okay, now you're going to rinse your brush really, really good. Okay, and now swipe it. You don't want too much water. And then I'm going to do purple. I'm going to make a little pattern on my flower. Okay, I'm going to just see, look at that. Look how pretty that comes, like this. Now, if you don't have any watercolors, and maybe you could ask your mom or dad if you have food coloring. Now, food coloring is just as easy. You would need a little bit of water and a couple of drops of your favorite colors, and you could paint with watercolors. It's like making your own watercolors. All right, look at that. I have 3 purple. Now I'm going to pick blue. All right, so look at a little bit of water. Keep spinning around and get lots of paint. And look at that. I'm going to make a pretty patterned flower that's blue and purple. Look at that. How pretty. Bright, bright colors. I love the spring just for that. For all the pretty bright flowers that you might see outside. I don't know if any of you have started planting. We're going to start planting in our house soon. We like to wait until Memorial Day weekend. All right, so look at that. There's our pretty flower. And then once it dries, you could maybe pin it up on a window. Maybe you could make a couple of these, let them dry, and decorate your kitchen or your living room in your windows. All right, but you have to ask Mom and Dad first, okay? All right, my friends, well, it was fun to do some activities with you, and I miss you all so much. And remember, send a message. I would love to hear from any of you. Actually, all of your teachers would love it. Maybe you could just say a little hi on a picture or an email. All right, love you all. We'll see you soon.